Have you started planning for next year? And if not, why haven't you started? You, the individual leader, not your business, not your organization, you, the individual leader, have you started planning for next year? Empowering entrepreneurial leaders with 5-paragraph business plan. Hey folks, I'm Michael J. Penny, founder of 5P, the management method based on our U.S. military operations order process. As a military patrol leader, I served in combat in Iraq and Afghanistan, where I planned and conducted over 2,000 patrols through enemy territory. During my 8 years of service, I rose to the level of master instructor, having written orders, developed curriculum, and actively trained over 40,000 military personnel in a variety of disciplines. Post-military, I became an entrepreneur and business leader. I'm a podcaster, author, TED Talk presenter, and patented inventor. All of that study, all of that knowledge, and all of that experience has gone into creating the 5P Inner Circle as an auditory, visual, and kinesthetic learning environment so you, the leader, can absorb this information and material and directly apply it to your daily work life. Here we are in the 5P membership area. Right here we've got all of our templates, easy to download. Right now what we're going to do is go through complete after action review. So on this quick little walkthrough, we're going to complete after action review. If you have not checked out the other planning templates, check out our other videos first. Alright, so when you go to complete after action review, click on it, and automatically starts the download. And this is always in an ODT file, so if you're not familiar with ODT, it's the every document. Anybody can pop it open, Mac, Apple, everybody. So, alright, after action review, your unit, date of past review, date of current review, we'll get into that a little bit. Your title, first and last name, simple connection type stuff, or communication type stuff. In an after action review, what you're doing is you're putting the previous date of review. That might be last quarter, that might be last month, current review, today's date. Great. Alright, so we're just going to break this down super simple Barney style with topic discussion recommendation. When you do an after action review, I've explained this in a lot of our other videos. Everything kind of culminates in this action. We've gone all the way around the horn. We've gathered all of this feedback. And now what we're doing is putting together an after action review. Now, if you're just starting the process, if you're at the end of your fiscal year, you're trying to figure this out, what you're doing is you're going through and you're gathering feedback not just from your people, but from potentially outside entities. Right now, what we're talking about is an individual leader is going through the arduous process, some would say, of creating a after action. So this after action review, this is going to be for an individual leader. You have the mission from higher, you have your adjacent missions, so that's the adjacent units of team members who are of similar stature of your own. So that's inside of your organization. Then you have supporting assets and agencies. Now each one of these are going to have a separate mission that each one is following, and we talk about this in our previous videos, by the way. Alright, so playing off of this mission, understanding that you're creating an individual leader after action review, keep it in mind that you have highest mission, that is the higher mission of your organization, of your overall organization, so that's the organization you are a part of. Adjacent units, I'm going to put similar to your own. Supporting assets and agencies, and remember what they're doing is supporting your organizational mission slash, well, there really is no individual mission, we'll talk about that. Your individual mission, you as an individual leader, this is your own team's mission that you have been set forward on. So this is literally your team's mission. And I will put this specific to you. All right, so now we understand basically what we're doing in here is we are taking our individual leadership approach. All right, so here's the unit that I'm in charge of. Let's say team 32. All right, data past review. We'll put 10, 25, 19. We'll put current review as, excuse me. Put current review as 11, 25, 19. There you go. And so this might be, for instance, be team leader. Mike. Benny. Alright, cool. So I started my after action review. I've got my individual leaders after action review. Maybe what I can do with this is throw it up top. I like to keep these templates very, very simple so that you, the individual, have the ability to manipulate it however you see fit. Now, anyone who has gone through any of these videos with me, you understand that when I go through and I fill this stuff out for you, one of the things that I love telling people is keep the template super simple. We did not create it specific to your organization or specific to your industry. This is the same thing in the military. An after action review is not specific to your occupation. It's not specific to even your speciality. An after action review is something that is required by you inside of the greater overall mechanism. So from a military perspective, we do after action reviews all the way down to the individual team leader. That means that you're in charge of 3 people. And we do an after action review all the way up to Headquarters Marine Corps. We do it all the way to the DoD level. And that after action review has to be back briefed to the Joint Chiefs. So when we do something like topic discussion recommendation, what we're saying in an after action review is biggest topic. All right, and discussion is important points, and recommendation is to the best of my knowledge. All right, when I say to the best of my knowledge, think about it. Okay, so when you do a topic discussion recommendation in this standpoint, when you're talking about the biggest topic that's out there, the most important points that are out there, and each one of these could be bulletized. So each one you're just going through and you're saying in the discussion because you're riffing on the biggest topic. So let's say biggest topic is communication, which is huge. A lot of folks, they miss out on communication and coordination. So coordinating between elements. And we'll say many teams are missing out on information because they're siloed. We'll even put in here. Right? So they're missing out on it because there's no intercommunication. Okay, so what we're going to do, to the best of my knowledge, and this just means that you're humbling yourself in front of your leaders, so to speak. To the best of my knowledge, this would be the best solution that we could potentially come up with. So the recommendation would be use 5P, so silos are broken, and departments / teams are communicating. All right, and this is a real world thing. This is what a lot of folks talk to me about is this department is not talking with that department. So it's just, and I'll put a little thing in here, this department isn't communicating, coordinating, whatever. And so what it's doing, cause and effect, right? It's breaking down the amount of time it takes to accomplish a task. I can tell you just in working, let's say, for instance, with insurance or with healthcare or something like that, there's a lot of stuff that's procedural based. If you do not complete one task, you may not move on to the next tasks. That includes from a healthcare system, that includes from a company wide. God forbid you had somebody that's going out there selling a policy that you don't even underwrite for. Something along those lines, right? So the idea with a review is you are not putting down necessarily grievances. You will have another time for that. What you're doing is you're starting with your biggest topic. That might be communication in this point, or in this case. And then when you go through, your most important point will be listed out, right? So our teams have trouble communicating and coordinating in the field in real time. And that's exactly what 5P offers, because we have an immediate action plan. So coordinating between elements is sluggish, and then you go into the details. Many teams are missing out on information because of silos. This department isn't communicating with that department. Breaking these things down, breaking down the amount of time it takes to accomplish a task. Recommendation, to the best of my knowledge. So again, it's something, what you're doing is you're saying, you're humbling yourself to a leader, let's say, for instance, or you're humbling yourself to a group, all right? So to the best of Mike Penny's knowledge, being a curriculum developer, being a master instructor, being a weapons expert, whatever the case may be, my experience, my knowledge, this is why you hired me, because of my knowledge and experience. So, to the best of my knowledge and experience, use 5P so silos are broken down in departments / teams are communicating. This is my number one topic first. These are my important points that I would like to drive home, and to the best of my knowledge and experience, this is what we should use. When we do an after action review, this is a very big picture perspective. If you're putting up little menial problems up here, like I believe that our workers should be able to use social media at one time, whatever. This is trivial stuff, all right? The little menial trivial stuff that needs to be fixed on the debriefs. If trivial menial stuff is getting all the way up to the top echelon of your organization, you don't have the right people. You do not have the right leaders in place who can handle those problems at the lowest individual level. Plain and simple. So, topic, discussion, recommendation. Topic, discussion, recommendation. And this has been a quick walkthrough on a very simple template. Remember, you get it over at 5P right here in the membership area. This is why you join the 5P Inner Circle, and I recommend you do it right now. Go to www.5paragraph.com and join the 5P Inner Circle right now. Entrepreneurs turn ideas into profitable solutions. Once you learn 5P, you will be able to plan and execute any mission with military precision. You will possess the skills, knowledge, and attitude necessary to lead any team to success. Imagine striding into work confidently, knowing that you have a solid method for taking action while maintaining accountability. Picture your team working together smoothly to tackle problems without your constant oversight. Imagine delegating an assigned task and receiving predictable, consistent results. Using the 5P method, you will receive tangible feedback from your team regarding operations and problems in the field. With consistent results driving your planning process, you'll be tasting victory daily. It's hard not to see the immediate value in 5P. Your work life will be better by simply applying the 5P management method. Get started right now. Join the 5P Inner Circle where you will be empowered like a general.